Hi, and thanks for watching part 2. In part 1, I told you how to make your lip balm base, and pour it into a container and make your own lip balm, just a plain uncolored one. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you how to turn that lip balm into a tinted lip balm. And I'm gonna give you a recipe for this one here. This is one that I made as an example. It's just like a peachy, maybe even like orangey peachy one that I thought would be fun for the summer. And I have that on my lips right now. It's not super duper pigmented like a lipstick, but it is more pigmented than a tinted lip balm. I think a little bit more. It's like in between. But you have the freedom to really work with it and adjust how you like. But this is the example I'm going to give you, and then you can, go from there and make what you want from it. So what you do is you take some kind of glass or ceramic container that you can microwave, and you take your lip balm base that you made, and you take 1/2 of a tablespoon of that. And this is going to make a little bit extra, more than you need to fill up one container, maybe even enough for 2. But I like to take a little bit extra just so, you definitely have enough to fill a container. And you're going to have it, stuck on the edges of your little bowl here. So that's what I'm accounting for and taking a little bit extra there. So you have a tablespoon of that, and you can just kind of scoop it out and put that in here. And then you want to add a little bit more of the wax. I added 1/8 of a teaspoon, which is really tiny, more of the sunflower wax. And the reason I'm doing that is to counteract the fact that I'm going to be adding these liquid colorants to color the lip balm. And they're in oil. They're in a combination of castor and sunflower oil. And so because you're adding more oil, you want to add a little bit more wax so that it doesn't make your lip balm too soft. And these are all natural. This annatto is like a orangey, yellowy color. The carmine is a red color. And then the white is just titanium dioxide, I believe. It says iron oxides, but I think on their website it says titanium dioxide, which also acts as a sunblock. So it's gonna, I don't know, I don't claim it's gonna have any SPF, but that's what they use if it is, so it'll protect your lips a little bit from the sun. So these are the 3 that I use. They have more. They also have FD&C and DNC dyes, which are not natural, and I don't like to use them. I like to use natural ones that come from like plants or is like a mineral or something. That's what I personally prefer, but there is, a whole world of possibilities out there with dyes if you want to use other dyes. And then of course you have option of adding something like a mica, and you don't have to add specifically this one, but I just thought this is a really pretty one if you wanted to have some sparkle, because this isn't gonna have any sparkle to it. But how pretty is this one? Let's see. That's so pretty. This is called Red Sparks from TKB. Most of these things are from TKB Trading that I'm showing you, by the way. So after you've added that and you've added your wax, you want to microwave it for about 30 seconds at a time, making sure you mix it really well and that it's all melted, and it's going to be quite hot, and that's what you want. And then you're going to add 10 drops of this red carmine dye, 20 drops of the annatto dye, and 15 drops of the white. So as you can see, that's quite a bit of liquid that we're adding, so that's why we needed that wax, to make sure it stays solid. And then you're gonna, mix it up. You might need to microwave it some more. Adding those might have cooled down your lip balm, so you can microwave it some more, stir it up some more. what you might notice happens is it either cools on your spoon or on like the edges of the jar as you stir it, and it solidifies. So if it does that, just microwave it some more. This is gonna get pretty hot, and then it's gonna, you know, stay warm and not solidify. And then the spoon, as you kind of stir it, that'll warm up the spoon too. You can hold this the spoon under hot water first if you want. Just make sure you dry it off to get this to be like a warm spoon, a hot spoon. Maybe dip it in boiling water and then wipe it off, so that you don't have that problem of it turning solid once it touches a cold spoon. And then you can just, this is just another type of container. You can use something like this, or this is just a cute one I wanted to try. You can just pour it in. You can pour it in from the container, which is a little bit difficult. Maybe if you have a better container, has like a beak, or you know, some kind of squarish container and has a little point, that might be easier, or with a spoon. And I always spill over the edge a little bit, so then I have to clean it up afterwards. But if you do that, that's okay. It's easier to clean it up afterwards than to try and wipe it down while it's still liquid, because then you can like tip it and pour it out. So what I do is I just stick this in the freezer for maybe like 5 minutes, give it some time to cool down and solidify, and then I take it out, and that's pretty much it. It's gonna warm up a little bit at room temperature, but it should stay solid. And here is the color that you would make if you were to follow that recipe. I know I showed this before, but might as well show it some more. You can see it, and it's on my lips. But you can really make pretty much any color that you want. And I wanted to show you some examples. There's another one of these that's like a natural blue dye that's made from flowers. And what I've done in the past, and unfortunately I didn't write down a recipe, but I just want to show you some examples of other colors that can be made. I used the red, the carmine, the white, and the blue, because those are the 3 that I had. This is the recent one that I just bought. And I made a couple of colors here that I just want to show you. This is just a cool, cool toned rosy pink color. And this one's a little bit lighter. I'll just swatch them all and then I'll show you. Just so you have some idea of other colors that can be made. Maybe you don't like these, the warm peachy color, but these are some other colors that you can make. And what I did is I made this one first, and then I kind of kept making it lighter, and I think I made it lighter and then also added more blue and made it a little bit cooler toned. So it was easy that way. It became more pigmented too, because I'm obviously adding more pigment. But I started out with this and then made a lip balm. I had a bunch of extra, so I just kind of kept lightening it, and that way I got 3 different colors out of one thing. And I think that's everything. So hopefully this was helpful to you if you're interested in making your own tinted lip balm / lipstick, because obviously you can make it really pigmented. You can add just a little bit. If you want it to be really sheer, if you're finding this is too much for you of a color, just cut down on the number of drops that you're out of this. If you want it to be more pigmented, obviously add more drops. You can add less or more white, make it darker, lighter. You know, you can really play around. This gives you endless possibilities. And of course you can add mica or sparkles or, you know, whatever you want. So there's really so much you can do with it, and I just wanted to share this with you because I think this is a really fun project, and I think the products that you make are, you know, really nice and wearable. Like, I totally use all of these. This isn't like I played around and made something that I'm never gonna wear. So I just wanted to share it with you. Hopefully it helped you if you're interested in making your own makeup. Thank you for watching.